Hello and welcome to the Gun News Network. How's it going? Anybody out there in the chat? I'm going to pop in the window and see if you guys can hear me. Did you see the intro? Can you hear me? Am I live? Yes, I am. All right, so let me close this out here. I guess I can't. There we go. So here we are at the opensecrets.org for gun control. I found this website yesterday doing a little bit of research on uh, what's the motivation behind gun control for some of our elected officials. And I asked the question, who lobbies for gun control into Google? So I came up with these groups, with a list of these groups and how much they spent so far this year. So far, we got Everytown for Gun Safety. We all know who that is, Michael Bloomberg, with his whopping $910,000 so far this year. Americans for Responsible Solutions, 370,000, which I think that is Gabby Gifford's new one, new gun control group. We got the Brady campaign coming in at 57,000, which these are cheap bastards. Come on, Brady campaign? What's going on? Maybe it would help if I put my YouTube link over here to let everybody know I started. Sandy Hook Promise, 55 grand. Violence Policy Center, 0. So this isn't chump change they're spending here, but it's not NRA money. I mean, they must have looked at Bill Gates like he was crazy when he handed him over 1.5 million in Washington to get the universal backgrounds passed, because that's a lot of money considering this is what they raise or contribute to gun control in 1 year. So we go down. And I think I was on a different page before, because you can click on lobbying. That gives you a chart. So you can click on them, the groups themselves. We click on every town. Special interest lobby group. This is nothing, no information on the lobbying group right here. I know I found it yesterday, but gonna have to do a little more looking around live. So every time I change the page, I hide the chat from you guys, so you can see yourselves right here. They spend 0 on violence control that I'm aware of. Clay. All right, back up. I know I found one option yesterday where it's more than just a summary. It's a little more. issues. I don't think it was under that. So let's back up here. Chat back up. Switch it to 2016. This is a handy site, but if you explore it a little bit, you find a little extra. But it's really annoying me right now because I can't find what I found yesterday. How's it going, Ghost? Robbie? Clay? Cycle? Okay, gun control, lobbying, spending. This website on the phone has a different option for industry. Control. See what this takes us to. All right, Everytown for gun safety. 1.35 million dollars. I think that might just take me to their summary again. Plus, I'm in 2016. All right. Now, can you guys see this Everytown for gun safety Wikipedia? Might get a little cut off. I'm going to have to close the chat for a second when I find what I'm looking for. I already know what they're all about. Universal background checks, gun control. The origin of Everytown is Mayors Against Illegal Guns. Check your city. Your mayor might be against illegal guns, which means they're against all guns. It's just code. All right, here's what I found yesterday, I think. In 2009, do you guys know that there was a bill introduced for national reciprocity? I didn't know that. That's news to me. All right, program and political activities for every town for gun safety. In April 2008, Walmart, the largest retailer of firearms in the U.S., voluntarily adopted a number of new sales practices at the behest of Mayors Against Illegal Guns to help ensure that guns do not fall into the wrong hands. Senior Vice President J.P. Suarez stated that Walmart signed the 10-point code of responsible firearms retailer partnership to help the corporation fine tune the things we're already doing to further strengthen our standards. He added, we hope other retailers will join us in adopting the code. The Responsible Firearms Partnership has since become a model for Heeding God's Call, a coalition of faith organizations in Philadelphia that has encouraged local gun dealers to adopt a 10-point code. In 2009, Mayors Against Illegal Gun Lobbies, or illegal guns, lobbied against the Thune or Tune, however you say that, amendment and concealed carry firearms. Take out the full paper Taking out full paper ads in hundreds of newspapers and directly lobbying the Pennsylvania Senate Arlen Specter, the Tune Amendment, often referred to as concealed carry reciprocity, would have changed federal law to require each state to recognize permits from all other states. Currently, each state decides which. We all know how that goes. But this was an amendment that I didn't know about in 2009, probably because I wasn't carrying back then. But comment in the chat if you remember that or have ever even heard of that. And I'd like to know how many failed bills there are. Oh, what the hell did I do? Done fucked up, guys. How many failed pro-gun bills there were? There we go. Yeah, I seen the amounts of money spent. I just found something that I thought was funny yesterday, Robbie, that in the amounts spent, I think it was every town. If I can find it here, like I found it on my phone yesterday, but it was their yearly expenses were like 41.3 million and their revenue was 39 point something, and it looked like they paid a few $1 million to launder $40 million. It just looked like a money laundering scheme. Every town, it made it look like a lot of these gun control groups are all money laundering operations, like democratic money laundering operations. That's just speculation, but I would like to look into that further. See if there's any more evidence of that nobody's ever seen. But okay, yeah, I never heard of that amendment. The Thune Amendment. Nobody? Anybody out there? Let's see. I think that I found it on their wiki, what their spending was. Mayors Against Illegal Guns. Moms demand action. Well, I'm going to quit looking through their Wikipedia because it's kind of annoying. Mayors against legal gun. Anyway, I thought it was just interesting. I thought it was a little interesting to see how much they're spending. And looks like we got that information here for 2017. And to be honest with you, it doesn't seem like as much as I thought. Let me go back up to 2017. Nope. That is not what I wanted to do. So let's move on, because that was a total failure on my part. I failed to save my links properly. So let's see what the Huffington Post has. Although you can't type gun control into the Huffington Post. You might need to type in gun safety measures. All right, guys, I'm going to end early since a lot of the stuff I had planned didn't really fall through, and we'll just count this one out as another pilot or training episode. So normally I'd be talking a lot more because I'd be interested in the articles that I've had been reading all day or that I've had lined up, but uh, since my plan didn't go through, this is what happens. And sometimes we gotta start over again tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be back with at least 3 articles or 2 articles on guns and I don't know, a variety. I'll put a product. Somebody else, we'll critique somebody else's product review or something like that. But there'll definitely be some meat and more preparation tomorrow. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming in and watching the evolution of this, whatever it is I'm trying to do over here. And I'll catch you guys next time.